what has been the past couple months like for you? Obviously, we know what happened with the bowl game and stuff like that. What has it been like for you in these last 8 months or so?
I just been focusing on me, school and football. Just working hard. That's what I've been doing. Getting my life together on and off the field. So it's been good.
Where did I don't want to say go wrong, but what happened before?
Just lack of focus. That happens. But it's easy to get back on track. When you really want to be successful. So.
What was the moment that really did make you realize that whatever needed to click? Because everybody's raved about what you've done since the bowl game.
What was it?
Yeah, what was kind of the moment that just made you realize that put everything
I would
in
say
order?
probably missing the bowl game really clicked. That would really click for me and really made me get back on track. That was a key point.
You talk about getting back on track, and Zach just said that your consistency has been much better this year. What have you done different? What's led to all that?
I'm just trying to be a leader in the room. I'm the oldest in the RB room right now, so just staying consistent, showing up on time, and just being a leader on the offense. So,
how do you describe your running style and what you bring back there?
I think I'm a 3-down back. I feel like I can do it all: run, catch, block. So. Very versatile. Slot, put me in the slot, all that. So versatile.
With everything you have gone through to get to this point, when they told you, I know a lot of guys are going to play, but when they told you you're going to be the starter, what would that mean to you?
It means a lot. It's a step up in that room. We have a lot of great backs. George and Drew are great running backs also. So it's going to be fun to watch us play.
Where do you think you're better than the last couple of years as a running back?
I would say just being consistent, knowing the playbook more, pass pro, stuff like that. The little details, I would say, for running back is what I've been focusing on. I improved a lot.
With Andrew and George back there, are you guys all similar? Do you guys have kind of different games? How would you describe kind of the three of you guys?
I say Drew is more of a power back, I would say. He's physical. He's a physical downhill running back. And he's also bigger. He's the biggest in the room. And George is a explosive, quick, twitchy type running back. Can juke you, do all that. And I feel like I can do all. Well, they all can do all, but yeah.
What do you think about some of the guys that have played this position before you, the J-Max, the Ajays, obviously Alexander. What do you think about those guys?
Man, I'm happy for them. They're doing good. Alex is in the Vikings. J-Mac is Titans doing well. They're all great running backs. I looked up to Jay and J-Mac when I was here. My freshman year, I was here with J-Mac, and he helped me a lot also. And they just been great guys. They helped me, transition into becoming a great leader.
Yeah, there's been 10 straight years where they've had a 1,000-yard rusher. How aware are you of that streak? And do you guys talk about that at all?
I'm aware of it. I'm definitely aware of it. I'm aware of it. So we're gonna try to keep that going, for sure.
What's your career been like? Because I know back Richard's sophomore year, Brian Harsin was like, we need to get Rob Mahone in there more, and obviously you had the opportunity. And then Alex kind of jumped up, and then last year backing him up, and everything you've been through. What has it been like for you in the last 2 years? You've been through a couple ups and downs.
Yeah. See, one thing I learned is just stay patient. So great things will come when you're patient. So I'm just happy that I stayed patient and that my time is here. So.
What's helped you be patient? Is that something that came naturally, or what's kept you going?
Yeah, see, just coaches, coaches, family, all that, just kept me grounded, kept my head level, so I didn't get, too out of control. So, yeah.
Has it kind of hit you yet? I mean, you talk about all that, and here you are going to be starting against Florida State. I mean, is it just the opportunity to play Florida State and go out there and have a big impact? I mean, I assume you probably dreamed about something like this.
Oh yeah, that's great. I'm ready. Like, I wish you could play today. I can't wait to go out there. It's gonna be fun.
You've shown the ability in the past game to make a difference there. I know Hurst has talked about your hands. Do you have a background there at all, or is it just something you've been able to do as a running back?
I played receiver a little bit in high school. I always had good hands naturally, so catching was never a problem for me. And I like to catch the ball out the backfield or in a slot in space, so it's fun.
What do you see from Florida State's defense? I know they were talking today, very confident bunch. So what do you see from those guys?
I think they're good athletes. They're definitely fast, long, physical guys. But I also think their front four are pretty good too.
Mm-hmm.
Their linebackers are decent too. Secondary is good too. They're overall solid defense with good athletes. But we're gonna be ready to play too. So
You guys are going to, sorry, didn't mean to cut you off. You guys are going to debut a new quarterback on Saturday, and I think everybody's curious since we haven't got to talk to him yet.
Yeah.
Maybe what are some clues to his personality and what he's like? What have you learned so far about Hank?
Hank is a funny guy. Hank is a funny guy. He's one of those guys where he walks in the room and he just brightens your day. He's always smiling and happy. I can't wait to watch him go out there and play. It's gonna be fun to watch him. And he's a good quarterback also.
What are you studying in school?
Communications.
When you planning to graduate, what's going to be
I graduate this spring.
Okay.
We were talking obviously with Zach about the wet balls and stuff in practice. How does that going to affect you guys, or how more?
It ain't gonna affect me at all. I hope it rains. That means we're gonna run the ball more. Shit. I hope it rains. So just make sure ball security. But I hope it does rain, so we can run the ball.
That's a good attitude. One more. In addition to the streak, since Harson's been here, I mean, he's usually kind of ridden one back, and you look at the average season, it's like 300 touches, 1,800 yards, and almost 20 touchdowns. First off, what would your reaction be to those numbers? And secondly, is that a motivating factor for you? If you could be patient, and maybe one day that is you.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm definitely want to take on that role as being the bell cow, the workhorse. So that's what I'm working for. And we also have good backs. Like I said, we got two good other great running backs also that you guys will see. So it's gonna be fun.
You say spring, May. You're talking next May.